Hello students, how are you all? I hope you and your family are keeping good. Today, I welcome you all to our English online class, Unit 18, The Wizard of Oz, Part 2. Students, you can see this chapter in our textbook, Oxford Progressive English. Today, we are going to learn two lessons, lesson number 3 and lesson number 5. These lessons you can see in these page numbers 92, 93 and 95. Students, I request you all, please open page number 92. Here it is. Here you can see Unit 18, lesson number 3, reading The Wizard of Oz. Students, before reading the lessons, let us learn the key words and know the characters in this story. Students, look at this slide. These are the key words. The first word is Kansas, cyclone, cellar, wizard, Oz, Dorothy, Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, Toto, Munchkins, Witch of the East. These are the characters you can see in this story. I hope all of you understood. Students, please repeat after me these words. Kansas, cyclone, cellar, wizard, Oz, Dorothy, Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, Toto, Munchkins, Witch of the East. Children, I will explain all these words when we will read the lesson. Students, let us move on to read these lessons. Are you ready? Yes, very good. The lesson name is The Wizard of Oz. How many of you heard this name, The Wizard of Oz? This is one of the famous stories written by L. Frank Baum. He was an American author. He wrote many books for children. Students, do you know the meaning of this word wizard? Wizard means a person who is skilled in magic or a man who has magical power. Then what is Oz? Oz is a place name in this story. Dorothy visited the place Oz. Are you ready to hear the story? Yes, I know you all are eagerly waiting to hear the story. Before reading this story, there are two questions for you. Where was Dorothy's house at the start of the story? Where was it at the end? Students, please keep these two questions in your mind and you should answer at the end of this lesson. Students, let's start. Dorothy lived in a small house in Kansas with Uncle Henry, Aunt Em and a little black dog called Toto. Students, have you heard of the place named Kansas? Yes, look at the slide. This is the map of USA, United States of America. Students, how many of you learned the capital city of United States of America? Yes, New York. Where it is? Yes, here it is, New York. Students, please find out where is Kansas in this map. Yes, in the middle you can see Kansas. Look at this slide. The Kansas is very visible in this map. This is Kansas. Students, Kansas is one of the biggest states in USA. It is located in Midwestern United States. Students, the nicknames of Kansas are Sunflower State and Wheat State. Students, I hope all of you got clear idea about Kansas and its location. Students, let's continue. From this paragraph, we can see that Dorothy lived at Kansas with her Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, and a black little dog. Its name was Toto. It was often very windy in Kansas. Sometimes the wind came very fast and very suddenly. That was a cyclone and it could blow trees, people and buildings away. There were cellars under all the houses. And when a cyclone came, people went down into their cellars and stayed there until the cyclone had passed. Students, How many of you heard about cyclone? Yes, cyclone, a powerful spinning storm that contains strong winds and rains. Cyclone is a strong wind that rotates about the center of low atmospheric pressure and that moves forward at very high speed. Students, look at this picture. This is the picture in your textbook. Here you can see the cyclone. Students, in this picture, you can see the wind comes very fast and very suddenly. It blows trees, people and buildings away. Look at this picture. One tree is uprooted. Then look at the Dorothy's house. It is lifted up by the wind. This indicates the cyclone is very strong wind. Do you know what happened when the cyclone will come? Everything will lift up. So the people are escaped in cellars. Students, in this paragraph we found another word, cellar. Do you know the meaning of cellar? Cellar means a room below ground level in a house, often used for storing things. But the cyclone cellar is different. It is an underground shelter where you can go until a storm passes. It provides protection from danger. Students, look at this picture. This is a cellar. Students, when cyclone comes, people go down into their cellars and stay there until cyclone had passed. This is another model of a cellar. Students, let's continue. One day, Uncle Henry looked up at the sky and ran back quickly into the house. There's a cyclone coming, he told Aunt Em and Dorothy. We must go down into the cellar. They ran to the door of the cellar, but Toto was afraid and hid under the bed. Dorothy ran after him. Quick, shouted Aunt Em from the cellar. Leave the dog and come down into the cellar. Dorothy picked up Toto and ran to the cellar door. But before she reached it, the cyclone hit the house. And then a very strange thing happened. Students, look what happened here. Uncle Henry looked up at the sky and he understood that the cyclone was coming. Uncle Henry informed Aunt Em and Dorothy to get inside the cellar. Students, Uncle Henry and Aunt Em, they got into the cellar. Then what happened to Dorothy and the dog? Toto was afraid and hid under the bed. Dorothy ran after him. Within seconds, the cyclone came. It hit the Dorothy's house. So, Dorothy and Toto, they couldn't enter into the cellar. Students, let's continue the story. The house rose slowly up into the sky. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry were down in the cellar under the ground. But the house, Dorothy and Toto went up to the top of the cyclone. Dorothy looked through the open cellar door and saw hills and houses a long way down. She closed the cellar door quickly. Students, look at the picture in the page number 93. Here you can see the cellar. Here, this is the cellar. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry, they are inside the cellar. Then, where is Dorothy and Toto? Yes, here they are. Before they reached the cellar, the cyclone came and lifted up their house. Now, look at their house. Students, their house is in the air. They starts to fly. Students, here we learn Aunt Em and Uncle Henry were down in the cellar under the ground. But what happens to Dorothy and Toto? They went up to the top of the cyclone. Now, let's continue. The wind blew the house along for many hours. At first, Dorothy was afraid, but we can't do anything about it, she said to Toto. So let's wait and see what happens. After 2 or 3 hours, she and Toto went to sleep. When Dorothy opened her eyes again, the house was back on the ground and everything was quiet. She picked up Toto, opened the door and went outside. They saw tall trees, beautiful flowers and little houses with blue doors. Students, when the cyclone stopped, the house was back on the ground and everything was quiet. After that, Dorothy and Toto opened the door and went outside. What they see there? They saw tall trees, beautiful flowers and little houses with blue doors. Students, now let me ask the questions which are given in the beginning. Are you ready? Yes. Where was Dorothy's house at the start of the story? Yes, at the start of the story, Dorothy's house was in Kansas. It's the biggest city in United States of America. Then second question, where was it at the end? At the end of the story, it was near some little houses with blue doors. I hope all of you understood. Now we are going to do the exercise number 2. Put the sentences in the correct orders. Students, I request you all, please read all these 7 sentences and find which one will come first and write the numbers in this blank place. Students, look at this slide. Here is the correct answers for you. What happened first? It's already given for you. Number F. Uncle Henry saw a cyclone. This is the first event happened in the story. After that, what happened? Look at C. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry went down into the cellar. This is the second event. After that, check the letter A. The dog hid under the bed. Then let's move on to number G. Dorothy went to get the dog. Then the next event is D. The cyclone hit the house. After that, check the B. The cyclone carried the house up into the sky. Then finally what happened? E. The house landed on the ground. Now students, let us read all these sentences in its correct order. Are you ready? Yes. The first one, Uncle Henry saw a cyclone. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry went down into the cellar. The dog hid under the bed. Dorothy went to get the dog. The cyclone hit the house. The cyclone carried the house up into the sky, and finally the house landed on the ground. I hope all of you wrote the correct numbers in all the sentences. Students, now exercise number 3. Read the story again and answer the questions. Now I am going to check how many of you understood the story. Are you ready? Yes. The first question is, who did Dorothy live with? Dorothy lived with her Uncle Henry, Aunt Em and Toto the dog. Where was the cellar? The cellar is under the house. Where did Dorothy's aunt and uncle go? They went down to the cellar. Where did Dorothy go? Dorothy went to get the dog which was under the bed. Was Dorothy alone? No. Dorothy was not alone. The black dog, Toto, was with her. How long was Dorothy in the sky? She was in the sky for many hours. I hope all of you understood this. Students, now we are going to do exercise number 4. Complete the sentences with one word. Some words are from this story. Are you ready to do this? Yes. Number 1. Houses, schools and shops are all different kinds of dash. Houses, schools and shops are all different kinds of what? Buildings. B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G-S. Buildings. Write the correct spelling. Number 2. A room under a house is called a dash. We learn in this lesson, the room under the house is called what? Cellar. Yes. A room under the house is called a cellar. Write the correct spelling. C-E-L-L-A-R. The next one. A very strong wind is called a dash. Can anyone say the correct answer? A very strong wind is called a dash cyclone. C-Y-C-L-O-N-E, cyclone. Please write the correct spelling. Fourth one. Inside Dorothy's house, there were some pictures on the dash. Students, where we keep the pictures and sceneries, we keep on or place on walls. The answer is W-A-L-L-S. W and S are there. You write only A-L-L. Fifth one. Some birds were sitting on the dash of Dorothy's house. Some birds were sitting on the roof of Dorothy's house. Sixth one. Dorothy's house flew up into the sky, then landed on the dash again. How many of you know the correct answer? Yes, on the ground. G-R-O-U-N-D, ground. Seventh one. Toto, the dog, was still hiding on the dash under the bed. Toto, the dog, was still hiding on the floor under the bed. The last one. Dorothy saw houses with blue dash. This is the last sentence of this story, the lesson number 3. You can see they saw tall trees, beautiful flowers and little houses with blue doors. So Dorothy saw houses with blue doors. I hope all of you wrote the correct answers. Please read and practice these exercises. Question number 5. What will happen next? Discuss your ideas in classes. Now students, we are going to learn lesson number 5, the continuation of this story. Are you ready? Yes. Students, I request you all, please open page number 95. Here you can see Unit 18, Lesson number 5, Reading. The continuation of the story, The Wizard of Oz. Students, in this lesson also you have 2 questions. Who did Dorothy meet? Why were they so pleased? So please keep these questions and answer at the end of this lesson. Now let us read. Dorothy gave a little cry. This isn't Kansas, Toto. And who are these people? There were 3 very short men in blue hats, coats and trousers, along with a little old woman in a beautiful white dress. The woman walked up to Dorothy and said, "Thank you, thank you. Now the people are free." "Why are you thanking me?" Dorothy asked. "You killed the witch of the East," said the woman. She was a bad witch, and her people, the Munchkins, were very afraid of her. Now she's dead, and we and the Munchkins want to thank you. Students, in this first part, we understood Dorothy and Toto reached in a new place where they met short men called Munchkins and a little old woman. They thanked to Dorothy. Now I am going to explain who are Munchkins. Students, look at this slide. These are Munchkins, an undersized or a small person or a child. Look at this picture. They are very short. Students, the another character in this story is Witch of the East. This is a fictional character in this story. She specifically ruled the Munchkins in the East. Look at her shoes. She's wearing red shoes. Students, let's continue the story. The little old woman and the 3 little men all smiled happily at Dorothy, but Dorothy did not understand. "But I didn't kill anybody," she said. "Your house fell on the witch," laughed the little woman. "Look, you can see her feet." "Dorothy, look." She saw 2 feet with big red shoes under the house. Suddenly, one of the Munchkins gave a shout. "Look! Her feet are disappearing in the hot sun." A second later, only the red shoes remained. Good, said the little woman. She picked up the shoes and gave them to Dorothy. They are your shoes now. You must wear them because a witch's shoes can sometimes do wonderful things. Students, now you understood why the Munchkins thanked Dorothy. Because the Dorothy's house landed on the witch. Students, look at this picture. This is Dorothy's house. There is the witch of the east. Yes, under the house. Then what happened to her feet and her body? It disappeared in the hot sun. And her red shoes left over there. Then what happened? The little woman came and she picked up the shoes and gave to Dorothy. Why she gave that shoes to Dorothy? She presented that shoe as a gift to Dorothy because that shoes, the witch's shoes, can do many wonders and magics. Students, I hope all of you understood the story. This is a part of the story, The Wizard of Oz, given in your textbook. But in the original story, Dorothy and Toto reached home using the red shoes of the witch. Using the magical power of the red shoes, she flew over to reach Kansas. I hope all of you understood this lesson. I request you all, please read and learn the story. Now I am going to ask these two questions. Who did Dorothy meet? Why were they so pleased? Students, who did Dorothy meet? Dorothy met some small people called the Munchkins. Then, why were they so pleased? Because Dorothy's house landed on Witch of the East and killed her. The Munchkins were free and happy at that time. Students, in exercise number 2, I'm going to check how many of you understood this story. Are you ready? Yes, I will give you some statements from the story. You should answer it, true or false. Are you ready? Yes, here it is. The first one, the Munchkins didn't thank Dorothy. True or false? Yes, it's false. They thanked Dorothy. Number 2, the Witch of the East killed Dorothy. The Witch of the East killed Dorothy or Dorothy killed the Witch of the East? Yes, it's false. Number 3, the Witch of the East is now dead. Yes, of course. It's a true statement. Fourth one, the Witch of the East landed on the roof of Dorothy's house. It's totally a wrong statement. It's a false statement. Fifth one, they could see the witch's hands under the house. They could see the witch's hands or feet. Yes, it's a false statement. Sixth one, the shoes disappeared in the hot sun. The shoes disappeared in the hot sun or the feet disappeared in the hot sun? Yes, it's a false statement. Seventh one, the Munchkins gave the witch's feet to Dorothy. Yes, of course. The Munchkins presented the witch's shoes to Dorothy because that shoes can do wonders. Students, I hope you all understood this story. Now I request you all, please do exercise number 3 by yourself. Write few sentences about witch's shoes in a notebook by yourself. There are some clues for you. I think that a witch's shoes, you can use this sentence pattern. I think that a witch's shoes help you run faster, help you see in the dark, help you fly, help you sing and dance, make you stronger, make you taller, make you clever, make you thinner. You can choose these words, otherwise you can do by yourselves. I hope all of you understood this story. This story you can see in the internet. If you will get time, please spend some time for watching this story so you will get more idea about this story. I hope all of you enjoy and understood this story. Please read and share this story with your parents and siblings. Please do all the exercises. Students, take care and thank you.